Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome inside Northern Cass High School for Region 1 Volleyball. The Wahpeton Huskies visiting the Northern Cass Jaguars on a cold Thursday night in Hunter, North Dakota, as we move on here in the regular season, getting towards the final matches of the year. Both teams, after the completion of this game, will have just a couple left remaining in the regular season, and then it's off to the Region 1 tournament on November 10th, getting going then. So just solidifying the matchups of who these teams are likely playing. If Valley City holds on to first place, they will have that first round bye. So it would be 2-seed Oak Grove hosting 7-seed Wahpeton as things stand. 3 and 4 seeds Central Cass hosting Kindred, and Central Cass hosting Lisbon, and then the 4-5 of Kindred and Northern Cass would be the matchups that we're looking at currently with the standings as they stand right now today. But good evening, welcome in. I'm Josh Boyko with you here on the call tonight on your live event for local Region 1 volleyball as we, as I said, near that postseason time. It's a fun time as we've got state cross country in Jamestown tomorrow, so make sure to tune in on 106.5 KRJB for the live radio updates of state cross country. So we'll see some of those, some of these schools represented here that you see on your live event tonight out on the state course in Jamestown. Looking forward to covering that tomorrow, and then postseason football kicks off this weekend as well. We'll eventually get to state football and cross and volleyball coming up in November as well. So it's a busy time of the year, and we're here for it, and we hope you are here too. On your live event, join us for it all. This is your Irie Insurance pre-game show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote. We'll take a break, come back, and preview some of the keys to this match for the 5 and 7 teams respectively in Region 1 as we move on our Irie Insurance pre-game show. We'll be right back.
Build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
We welcome you back in here on our Irie Insurance pregame show as Northern Cass on senior night getting set to host the Wahpeton Huskies, who are still in search of their first Region 1 win of the year. And talking to both of these coaches, as we'll hear later on in our pre-match interviews, both of them think that their best volleyball is still to be played here at the end of the regular season, that they will be able to, when postseason time comes along, be playing their best volleyball of the season. So encouraging signs. Still thinking that there is more room to grow, more elevation to climb for both of these squads, with Nick Tice and Mika James respectively coaching these squads to the records that they are at right now. And for Nick Tice's squad, they've had some competitive games against some of the better teams in Region 1, Region 2, and really put up some good fights, whether it's Valley City or Carrington, the top seeds in Region 1 and 2. Northern Cass has played both of those teams and had at least marginal success in some of those matches, just putting up really tough fights. So we'll see what they've got for the Huskies here tonight. Husky squad that's still kind of rebuilding, improving, getting back to where they want to be at here. Haven't been able to secure a win this year in Region 1, but it's a very tough one to be playing in right now when a team like Northern Cass, who's very familiar to success at state, is currently the 5 seed. So there's a lot of stiff competition, and we'll see what it looks like here on the floor tonight. Just over 11 minutes till we get to our national anthem and starting lineups here from Northern Cass.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm here with Mika James of the Wahpeton Huskies, traveling to Northern Cass for the match tonight. And tell me what you've seen from your team this year, fighting through some just adversity of trying to still get some region wins here. But what improvements have you seen? What good have you seen from this team?
Yeah, we've been improving our net play quite a bit this season. I mean, we have a young team, so it's just a matter of being patient with them. But, I mean, every game I'm seeing improvement with them, and it's been really great, yeah.
How do you go about developing the talent that's on this roster as they try to all evolve and grow together?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of trial and error, seeing who plays better where, but I think we've got our roster down and our lineup down pretty well now. But yeah, it's just been development every single day, yeah.
What would you like to see from them on the floor tonight against Northern Cass?
I'd love to see them get up on their outside hitter and their middle hitter. I know that they have really strong offense and they are really quick in their defense, so just making them work a little bit, yeah, be nice.
And then talking to Nick Tice earlier, you were saying you guys put up a solid block, and what do you think that will play into the factor of tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of placing the ball around their block, yeah, and then getting up on theirs, because with their strong offense, I mean, we've really got to be disciplined, and our middles have to get where they need to be. So that's just kind of what I have to see from my team. So yeah.
What would you like to see then, just last couple matches before we get towards the postseason time, just as tuning up, trying to get them as ready as they can be for the most important games?
Yeah, I mean, we're just focusing on having fun. I mean, when we're up, they all play very, very well. So yeah, we're just focusing on having fun and finishing out the season strong.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Mika James joining us on our iRe Insurance pregame show.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
I'm here with Nick Tice here with the Northern Cass Jaguars, and senior night going on tonight. Talk to me about what the senior contributions have been like from the squad.
Yeah, it's been really fun to get to know them. They've been part of a long history of success in the program, so they've worked really hard for me. It's been a lot of fun to get to know them and just get to see their personalities come out. I think maybe in the spring we were a little bit shy, but as soon as summer started and we spent some time together, they've just been a lot of fun. So I'm really grateful to have had a year with them. It'd be super cool if we could have had them for longer.
Definitely. And, I mean, we're coming towards the postseason now, and there's some really close standings. There's a lot of tight competition between the top few teams, and Northern Cass finds themselves right now as 5, but very competitive against those teams. So how do you turn that into being competitive in the postseason, a whole different animal coming up in the future?
I think there's a lot of things that we still are refining and tweaking in terms of just how we play the game and how we get ourselves into offense to exploit any weaknesses we can find on the other side of the court. So that's kind of a big thing for me, is like the tweaks that we still need to make. Certainly we've seen steps forward. I thought Tuesday was a huge step forward with Valley City. I mean, the first time we played them was very, very different than the second time, so we were pretty excited about just the growth from a month ago to now. But I think there's still more to do because we know how competitive the East is. We've played a lot of teams on this side of the state, and every night's a battle.
And what has this team found that they excel at as you guys have matured and progressed throughout the year?
I think when we can get long volleys to happen, our defense is pretty scrappy, and so they adjust really well to what our opponents are doing. Obviously, a lot of experience back there and some great leadership, so that helps. But I think that's kind of our biggest thing, is to make the rallies long and give ourselves some chances to score and maybe force our opponents into some timeouts or to some errors.
Yeah, timeouts too. Means
yep.
You're on a run.
Yeah.
So, and what's the key to being on up against Wahpeton tonight? Just making sure you can get it done on senior night.
I think taking care of the ball is going to be a big one. I thought they blocked really well last time we were there, so we have to be ready for that. Like, we have to cover because I think they played really scrappy and they pushed us, especially in set number 2 was really, really tight. So we can't be careless or lackadaisical with the ball. We have to take care of it every volley every possession.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck out there tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Nick Tice joining us on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Welcome back here on the Ivory Insurance pregame show. As with Ivory Insurance, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IRIEINS.com to get a free quote today. Just about 2 minutes until we get started here with our national anthem and starting lineups from Northern Cass on senior night. And we'll be keeping track of things on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard tonight, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. You can visit dhb.bank. These seniors have meant a lot to this squad here that Nick Tice has got, even though it's his first year. They've been able to connect well, and we've seen that on the floor as they've put up some really good fights this season. They've got a record of 10-11. 3-5 within Region 1 with a lot of close matches in there. Early in the year, this was the team that was going to 5 sets pretty much every night, it seemed. Didn't matter what the level of competition was, they were pushing everyone to the limit. And now they find themselves 5th out of 7 teams in Region 1 play, but this is a team that could be one of those to watch for an upset when it comes to the actual postseason tournament. As things stand right now, Northern Cass would be playing at Kindred in the first round. So that would be a very interesting matchup with this Jaguars squad. Has some of those senior leaders going over to Kindred, who's got some more youth that's playing right now with several sophomores in there, and the likes of Taylor Sanders, of course. But yeah, we're looking forward to seeing how things play out at the end of this regular season, get our projected matchups for the postseason, but should be a fun one here tonight. Jaguars on senior night honored there's several seniors that they've got: Tess Jalbert, Macy Murch, Natalia Gietzen, Reese Lavig, Olivia Olson, Emma Hovness, and Lauren Johnson, all seniors on this roster. And we'll be seeing some playing time here tonight. We got the great Jack Michaels on the PA mic tonight at Northern Cass, so he's kicking us off and introducing both of these squads. So we will get you set to break here for the national anthem coming up from Northern Cass.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Catch all the action of the fall postseason for Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six for
Takes it up, played high in the air by Horkeneer's risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton, now played high. Angle, Severson, smash! Count, gone!
squad. Check out the postseason schedule on yourliveevent.com.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Northern Cast Seniors leading us through the national anthem tonight, and we're now back for the starting lineups of tonight's contest. But once again, want to just thank you all for joining us here on your live event tonight for Region 1 Volleyball with Wahpeton and Northern Cass. Let's meet the lineups now for the Wahpeton Huskies. Head coached by Mika James, 2-19 on the year, 0-9 in the region. But as Coach James said, they're having a great time still. They're having some fun, and they still think that their best volleyball is ahead of them in this season, that they're just getting better each day. That's all you can want. They will send out number 1, junior Elise Scovalt, the libero, and Maya James, a sophomore, number 2. Taylor Malk is a setter, number 3. Kiana Nelson, number 4, is a junior opposite. Charlie Smith, a freshman, outside hitter. Madeline Graves, a senior opposite and defensive specialist that wears 6. Marina Hermosillo, a junior, wears 7. One of the 2 seniors, Maddie Lehrkamp, wears 8. Her and Graves, the 2 seniors on this squad. Michaela Little is a freshman. Cambry Malk, a junior, wearing 10. Marley Mum, a junior, wears number 11. Then Cody Nelson, a sophomore, in 12. Adeline Parker, the youngest player on this team, an 8th grader. Then Jolie Lisney and Gracie Norling. For the Jaguars, junior defensive specialist number 1, Avery Davidson. Libero, senior number 2, Tess Jalbert. Junior middle hitter number 3, Brinley Winterquist. Junior number 4, outside hitter Carly Ryder. Senior setter number 5, Macy Murch. Marley Wilner wears number 6, an opposite junior. Natalia Gietzen, a senior, that wears 7. Reese Lavig, a libero defensive specialist, senior, wears 8. Nyla Erickson, a sophomore setter. Olivia Olson, a senior outside hitter, as well as Harper Rust, a junior outside hitter, wears 11. Faith Fury in the middle, a junior. Emma Hovness, senior setter. Lauren Johnson, senior opposite and middle hitter. And then Kate Weeble, an outside hitting sophomore. Those are the Northern Cass Jaguars, head coached by Nick Tice. 10-11, 3-5 in Region 1, 5th of 7 teams in the standings. Remaining matches for the Northern Cass Jaguars, they'll be here next against Oak Grove, and then on the road against Lisbon to close it out. Other games on your live event tonight, EKM travels to Sargent County. Central Cass takes a visit to Lisbon, and Hillsborough Central Valley over in Region 2 visits Grafton. It is time to get it going here tonight. On the floor, the starting 6 for the Northern Cass Jaguars. In the front row, Olivia Olson, Macy Murch, and Lauren Johnson. In the back row, Natalia Gietzen will sub out for libero Tess Jalbert and Emma Hovness and Reese Lavig. Jaguars will start with the ball first. Jaguars in there. Home yellows with the black numbers in trim, and there's an ace to start it. Reese Lavig on senior night, getting it done early with the opening ace. Scovolt able to return it for Wahpeton, the libero. This one off the antenna. Serve from Cambry Mauk for Wahpeton. And this one also catches the other side antenna, and it'll be back-to-back points for Wahpeton on Northern Cass hitting errors. Mauk with some side spin to it. Lobbed over into the middle of the floor. Scovolt wants it on the second touch. Maya James kind of got that one as it was coming down. And Olivia Olson on the outside, able to glance it off the front row block, and Olson has the first kill. Here's the back set, now a push to the back. Johnson's there for Northern Cass. Olson with the kill, slices it across off the hands of Maya James, and that's two early ones for Olivia Olson. Set to the outside, James with the tip over. Lavig, a swing. It's time for the lefty, Hermosillo, but it goes a little bit long and out the back. This one knuckling to the back line and down in play. A great serve from Lauren Johnson that just kind of danced up in the air, had a little bit more carry than Wahpeton thought, so they let it go, but then it sank onto the back line. Good serve as the libero Scovolt couldn't really handle that one. It sent Michaela Little over towards the Wahpeton bench and could not corral it. Here comes the set, and James hasn't been able to get a full swing off to this point, has just been tipping it over. Good dig by Lavig in the back on the Marina Hermosillo touch, and there's another one for Northern Cass, finding themselves up 7-2. Scovolt with a good pass up to the setter, Taylor Mauk. Joust battle at the net, won by Northern Cass. Natalia Gietzen, important player in that middle for the Jaguars, along with Olson, who plays the outside. Little again, just a little bit off. And timeout is called by Wahpeton as Northern Cass is off to a 9-2 start on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds on your live event.
At Northern Cass, we believe every learner has the power to change the world, and we're here to help them do just that. That's why we're not your average school district. We deliver a world-class education built on trust, authentic relationships, and bold, innovative practices that prepare learners for whatever path they choose. From our passionate educators to our close-knit community, everything we do is rooted in purpose, connection, and a belief in every learner's greatness. Come see what makes Northern Cass a place where learners thrive, both in and out of the classroom. Learn more at northerncasschool.com.
Nick Tice's squad up 7 points in the early going. Couple of aces, Lauren Johnson and Reese Lavig tallying 1 each. Olivia Olson, a couple of kills, and then some nice blocks at the net. Dietzen and company in the front row doing good work, keeping the Wahpeton hitters at bay to start. Couple of Huskies committing towards that second touch. Here comes Hovness into the game. The set for Olson. Dug out the net by Gietzen. Nice job by Hovness staying out of the net to keep this point alive. This one pushed over. Wahpeton hasn't really been able to get off those full swings that they want to. Here comes the set. Waiting for it to come down was James. Lavig will lob this one short, but over. This is the longest volley we've seen to this point. Tipped over at the net. Recovered by Hovness. Olson unable to get all the way down. Gietzen with a drive, but it's dug out on the back by Scovolt. Gietzen gears up, and into the net goes Wahpeton. Longest point of the night, but it ends up as a Jaguars point. We heard Nick Tice saying, if we can extend these points to be long points, we usually come out on the right side of those. That's a quick one, though, and then Nick Tice will still take that. That's an ace from Lauren Johnson. That's her second ace. Oh, there's a nice play by the setter, Taylor Mauk. Picks up the kill. The sophomore with a smart play saw a vacancy in that back left corner of the Jaguars defense and takes advantage. Oh, what a bullet of a serve. That was Little putting a charge in that one, the freshman. Hermosillo couldn't get all the way to that one. You see a substitution here with Marley Wilner coming in. Emma Hovness will return to the bench. Tip at the net. Murch in the game now as the setter. Switching out with Hovness. Punched over by Hermosillo and down. Maria Hermosillo, the junior middle hitter. Lefty able to punch that one up and over. She'll now serve. On a platter for Natalia Gietzen. The set was there from Macy Murch. That's a great connection. That's one that Northern Cass would like to ride on a lot. Just quick set, right to the middle. Transition game and a hurry. Hard to stop that one. Olson aiming for the right corner, but misses the line by a little bit. It'll be a service error, but Northern Cass willing to kind of exchange that with the 3 aces that they have already stolen in this first set. Jalbert, the first touch, now over to Wilner, and that's another kill. Marley Wilner picks up her first tonight. Jalbert doesn't put any spin on it, and it's a knuckler that goes off the hands of the back row. For Wahpeton, that was Lehrkamp in the back. Jalbert becomes the 3rd player to record an ace, but this time Wahpeton coming back at the net and gets a finish near the front. 15-6, Northern Cass on top of the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sliding stop from Olson. Here's Wilner through the block. See Faith Fury checking into the game now. And Hovness will swap out with Wilner. Ryder also, or sorry, Murch to the bench as well, with Ryder returning. There is Ryder, and that one was touched. So that'll be the first of the night for Ryder. Hovness the serve, deep to the back line, played by James. Here's the sitter, Mauk. Nice dive. Cambry Mauk able to extend this point. Fury, good touch, had Cambry again. Going for that one. Blocked away at the net. Cambry Mauk owns this point. An excellent effort by the junior, number 10, Cambry Mauk for Wahpeton. This one is a bullet out the backside. Had a lot of that knuckle action to it and just sailed. Lavig will return with Ryder going to the bench. Good serve. Has Scovolt diving for it. This one pushed back and just a little bit out. Another ace serve. Tess Jalbert picks it up. That's 5 aces in the set. Timeout called by Wahpeton Northern Cass, out to a 20-7 lead.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Welcome back here to Northern Cass High School. This timeout brought to you by Bank North, who has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Reese Lavig will serve. A quarter of the points for Northern Cass have come by way of the ace. There is Michaela Little. Seen some bright moments from the freshman already tonight for the Huskies. She's got some good length. Johnson through the tip, and it is going to be Northern Cass point. Huskies let that one drop, but they had already touched it. The serve from Johnson, and it angles off of Cambry Mauk for another ace. There's 3 aces for Lauren Johnson in the first set. To the outside, Olsen, a blast dug out by Cambry Mauk. Pushed over by James. And this one drops in no man's land for Hermosillo. A jump serve and a dart, my goodness. Again, there is Little. Gietzen gets blocked at the net. There was Hermosillo again in the front row with Lisney. We heard Nick Tice mention that block from the Huskies. They might not have as much height as other teams up in the front, but they do scrap it out. They do have some ability to leap up there and make it difficult for the swings for those Jaguars front row. The serve sails for Little and sends it back over to Murch for the Jaguars to serve. Lavig lobs it up, and backing up is Olsen to get there. Oh, a big time block from Gietzen, and Olsen. Quick set, Gietzen, back line. And into the net went Wahpeton anyway, so it will be point Northern Cass. It is set point. Murch, a conservative serve, but it forces an overpass. Another one, and Wahpeton surviving, but not that time. Set one decisively goes the way of the Jags, 25-10 here on your live event. We'll take a break and get you your set recap from Hunter Insurance around the break.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
Welcome back here on your live event with the Northern Cass Jaguars jumping out to grab a 1-0 set lead in this one, 25-10 the score of set one. The set recap brought to you by Hunter Insurance. Hunter Insurance Agency is dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. In that first set, the story was the serving for Northern Cass forcing some mistakes from the Wahpeton side. 3 aces for Lauren Johnson, 2 for Tess Jalbert, 1 for Reese Lavick. So 3 players recording aces, 6 in total for the Jaguars. First serve coming from Cambry Malk. Natalia Gietzen. Oh, the highlight reel continues for her this season. She's had some beauties. When she can get a clean look from the middle, she can swing with the best of them. Lavig, good serve, but the pass is good as well. Knocks over Lavig, but a dig nonetheless. Nicely done by the defensive specialist, Reese Lavig, and then into the net goes Little. Another ace ace, and this one's going to be Tess Jalbert again, so she's got 3 now to equal the, or sorry, that was from Lavick, my bad. She equals Jalbert's total then, with 2 apiece for them. 7 on the night for Northern Cass. Punched over by Scovolt. Big block. The Huskies able to get on the board via the front row, doing the job. Hermosillo was there. Nicely done. Just had that entire Northern Cass team up near the net. Played late by Jalbert, and it's an ace. Michaela Little sure has an amazing serve. Dietzen to the back line. Johnson, a nice hit, and that eats up the defender. It'll get down for another kill for Lauren Johnson. Hermosillo leans into that one, but it ends up sailing long. She's got some good length as the lefty. Just need a little bit more verticality, and she'd be able to snap the wrist a little bit more and get that one down the back line, but it looks pretty good with the swings from her tonight. Murch lobs it up at the net. Nice sliding play from Taylor Mauk to keep this one going, and down it goes. Cambry Mauk able to drop it down. Jalbert plays this one up for Murch to the middle. Fury out. To the outside, Olsen. Really getting up, 7-4. Substitutions in, Wilner and Hovness replacing Johnson and Murch. Tipped over by James. Lavig lobs this one over and in to the middle of the defense. Nobody there. Scovold has to chase this one down as the libero, going for that second touch. Leading to a good opportunity for the Jaguars, but a deflection at the net, saving the Huskies. Hovness going far side. Olsen right on the corner. Five-point lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. James finally gets off a nice swing and digs this one out too. Good couple plays by Maya James. This one blocked. Or gets through rather, and it is a Northern Cass point, 10-4. Wilner able to get that one to go. The block altered it, but it still got to the back row and died just a little bit short. Hubness targeting that left side, but ends up missing the line. Lavik, a nice pass up to the middle, setting up Fury. That point starts with that first touch from Reese Lavik, and when you can have a first touch that's on that back line and still finds the setter right at the net, it leads to a lot of different options. You can go middle, you can go outside. They went middle, and Faith Fury knew what to do with it. That one just out on the back line. Wahpeton thought they had a point, but the line judge calling that one out. Blocked at the net, nice play. It lands on the line to Marley Wilner. Hubness set outside, and it's going to go long off the hand of Harper Rust. Close, but Wahpeton unable to chase that one down. It'll land 15-6. 9-point lead for the Jaguars. Have led this entire second set pretty much. Since the score of 2-1 Huskies, they've rallied back and had control. Geetson to the back row, dugout, Scovold. That one's one at the net, nicely done by Cambry Mauk. Had to keep that one angled precisely within the confines of the net and antenna, but also split the block. She did just that. Great play. Geetson opportunity and cashes it in. Macy Murch, Lauren Johnson in for that normal rotation, putting Wilner and Hubness back on the bench for the moment. Hermosillo blocked by Geetson and Johnson. A couple of those seniors that mean a lot to this Northern Cass squad. Timeout called by Wahpeton with a 17-7 lead for the Jags on your live event in set number 2.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Faith into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back here on your live event. This is the timeout brought to you by Bank North, a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Mika James trying to talk things over in that huddle and get the Wahpeton squad some more points on the board. It's been slow going offensively for them. They've hung in there on defense at times, keeping some extra balls alive, but a few too many aces for the Jaguars. Just one, though, in the second set compared to 6 in the first. Rust with an errant swing. There's an ace, the second one of the night for the Huskies. This one coming courtesy of Cambry Mauk. Little has the other one. And another ace. Cambry Mauk starting to feel it from that service line. Geetson, another chance, another kill. It's been a fantastic night for Natalia Geetson. The sets have been good as well. Got to compliment Murch and Hovness. The passing, those first touches too, especially Reese Lavig, an excellent passer. We see her at the service line now and pins Wahpeton back deep in their own zone. And Johnson destroys it. Good things come to the teams that can pin the defense on their back line with the serve like Lavig did there. Got a free ball opportunity, and the Jaguars cash it in. To the outside. For Olsen, it's on the line. And that's a good job diversifying the sets right there. Not always going middle, but also feeding the outside too with Olivia Olsen. 21-10, Lavig jump serve towards Cambry Mauk. And oh, that one destroyed by Little. Ricochets back over to the scorer's table. My goodness. Michaela Little, she's going to be a force for years to come for this Wahpeton squad. Just a freshman, and she'll serve now. Has that bullet for a serve, and when she gets a good set like she did there, she knows what to do with it. Lavig able to handle the serve. Olsen finds the line. Olivia Olsen, not the tallest or highest jumper for an outside, but she's very creative with her hits. She doesn't get blocked very often. She really is just able to do whatever it takes to get the point that's right in front of her. Smart player. This one lobbed out by the Huskies, 23-11. Jousted at the net. Fury was there trying to pop it back up for teammates, but it falls to the ground. Fury, a swing, nearly collided with the net, but she stayed out just long enough for it to get down. It's now a set point upcoming for Northern Cass. And one at the net, that'll do it for set number 2. 2 sets of dominance for Northern Cass, 25-10 and then 25-12 is the score through 2 sets here in Northern Cass. So we'll step aside. We'll get to our set recap brought to you by Hunter Insurance when we come back.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This
system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball size hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sail steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Welcome back here with now a 2-0 advantage for Northern Cass tonight. Scores of 25-10 and 25-12. The serving's been spectacular. The passing is there. The outsides, the middles, just a complete team effort going on right now for the Jags. Nick Tice got to be pretty happy with what he's seeing tonight. Natalia Gietzen has had some good moments. Olivia Olson, Marley Wilner, those are the three pacing the way in kills. But you've also got to shout out Tess Jalbert, a couple of aces, and just playing well in that libero spot defensively. Reese Lavig has had a nice stint back there in the defensive specialist spot, just anchoring that back row with Jalbert for the most part. Has looked really good tonight. Lauren Johnson, a couple of kills, and then 3 aces to boot. For the Wahpeton side, still trying to get stuff figured out offensively. They've had some good defensive moments. The block has been there at times. Cambry Malk put together a string of a couple of aces, a couple kills, so definitely some positives to glean for the Huskies, but they find themselves down a couple sets. Little with a nice swing, but it's dug out. That Northern Cass defense is just really scrappy. Some teams will let that down, but not the Jaguars. Olsen again able to adjust off the block, but Gietzen into the net. Slaps the ball back over to the Huskies. Huskies chasing this one all the way down, nearly goes in the basketball hoop and comes back down to earth. Johnson dug out, and the Huskies just unable to adjust after it hits the ceiling. James and Malk just waiting for it to come down, and neither of them got it. And this one goes into the stand. 2-1 Jaguars have been able to hold the lead for almost the entirety of this match. This is not a team that you want to mess around with, the Jaguars. When it comes to postseason time, they've played some of the top teams to their highest abilities, so you're usually going to get their best punch, and they play up to their competition well. As of now, they'd be on the road versus Kindred in the first round of the playoffs if things held up the way they are right now. This one will be just out off the hand of Olsen. Little with the serve and ends up finding the net instead. We'll turn it back over to Tess Jalbert and the Jaguars. Knuckling serve, James able to handle it. Hermosillo able to lob it over. Here comes the set. Fury's the one that detonates, but it's dug out by Cambry Malk. Johnson this time able to finish the job. Off the hands of the front row, off the Jolie Lisney swing, and then Olsen able to finish one off. Short serve. Opportunity now for Hermosillo, but it ends up in the net. From the back row, chasing it down with Scovolt, able to lob over. Olsen, another opportunity. And Wahpeton's in the net. Good spot with the serve. Jalbert with a dive, but pushed over in a great spot by the Huskies, and they'll get one closer. The effort is always there, the excitement and energy always there for the Huskies. Gotta love their commitment. Olivia Olsen's commitment is to keep racking up kills tonight as she starts to near that double-digit range. Emma Hovness to serve, working left to right in the Northern Cass yellow and black. Hovness able to get there. Ryder chases it down. Lavig touches it over to James. Taylor Mauck the setup. Tipped over by Lisney. Good play by Jalbert to extend. But that one's going to drop down in front of Taylor Mauck. There's an ace for Jalbert, or sorry, Hovness back there. It's another good serve, and it's going to be another ace. Back-to-back aces for the senior setter. The seniors still have one more home game coming up in their regular season, as they'll likely be on the road for first round of the playoffs. One more home game coming up against Oak Grove next week. Fury with a nice hit. It's an overpass, and Fury able to finish it off this time. Harper Rust will replace Lavig for the moment. James over to Jalbert. Set up for Ryder. Just soft touches for the moment. Easy ones to handle. This opportunity for Rust, and she converts. Mauck plays this one near the out-of-bounds line and got led into the net with the second touch. Nice tip at the net from Cambry Mauk. Northern Cass just able to scrap and recover, but not this time. Mauk wins that battle, puts it to an end. Avery Davidson entering the game for the first time for the Jaguars. The junior will be in that back row. (16-5) on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This one will be out of play off the serve from Fury. Later tonight, we will have our post-game show featuring our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the match and our Enbridge Energy player of the match. Geetson blocked away. What a battle, what a scrap at the net, but it's punched out by Little. Cambry Mauk going over to the stand, looking to appeal something. And it's going to be enough to at least draw a conversation. We'll count this as a Bank North timeout here. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations as they're going to give the point to the Wahpeton Huskies. Have overturned something in that break. Bank North, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Big swing from Ryder. It's blocked away, but it's going to go away and out of bounds. Here's the center, Murch, to serve. Taylor Mauk, the setup to Little. Lobbed up at the net, Murch. And set back by Davidson. Rust able to get the kill off the assist from Avery Davidson. And Wahpeton ends up in the net. Taylor Mauk tried to slow down her momentum, but does get the whistle. Popped up, Johnson with a good swing, but Taylor Mauk a nice dig. Too strong from James, 20-7, and timeout is called. Jaguars up by 13 on the home floor, looking to put the finishing touches on this one when we return.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassiz Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassiz Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassizsales.com. Agassiz Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Northern Cass on top as we welcome you back here on your live event. Thanks for joining us here tonight for Region 1 Volleyball, Wahpeton and Northern Cass. Make sure to tune in for the rest of the regular season, what little of it is left. Last couple matches for both of these teams. And we'll have postseason Region 1 volleyball starting November 10th, so not that far out, just a couple weeks. Tomorrow, state cross country in Jamestown. Radio updates on 106.5 KRJB. And Harper Rust able to tack on another kill. Some additional time for Rust tonight and is taking advantage of it. 22-7. Big swing from Little and cashes it in. Michaela Little has had a nice night. The Wahpeton middle, just a freshman, so she'll be around for years to come. And if she continues to improve, that's going to be a scary thing for the rest of the region. Olivia Olsen will enter the game now. Reese Lavig will serve. It's a serve that grazes the net. Little punches it back to the middle of the floor. Pop-up, Dietzen wins through the block. Set match point. An overpass. Olsen up for Johnson, but the set was a little bit off. It'll be Little to serve. And it's going to sail out. That will do it. Final scores tonight from Northern Cass: 25-10, 12, and 9 in a 3-set sweep for the Jaguars. We'll have our post-game show coming up here. When we return on your live event, we'll have our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the match and our Enbridge Energy player of the match when we come back. Thanks for joining us here. Stick around for the conclusion of and our post-game here tonight.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's a 3-0 sweep for the Northern Cass Jaguars tonight on their home floor on senior night. So we'll hear from a couple of those seniors when they return back to the floor after a congratulatory speech, I'd imagine, from Nick Tice. Pretty proud of this effort tonight in 25-12, 10, and 9 victories in those 3 straight sets. And the seniors really came to play tonight. Lauren Johnson having a nice performance, leads the way with aces, 3 of them. Emma Hovness had a couple aces, Tess Jalbert with a couple, Reese Lavig with a couple. Just seemed like they came in bunches here tonight. So we'll get to talk to a couple of the players when they return here. But our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the match night, we're just going to go with the overall performance and the cohesiveness that Northern Cass played with. That is our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the match here tonight. Your local precision planting dealer is Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. We'll get you our interviews here around the break.
Our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. I've got Lauren Johnson joining me here on our post-game show. And Lauren, take me through just getting a 3-set victory here on the home floor on senior night. How did it feel to do it on senior night?
Had a lot of energy going to the match, which I think was very important, getting us through the game pretty quick.
And you were able to channel that energy into a pretty mixed, balanced effort with a lot of players standing out here tonight. What was the key to staying balanced when you guys all seem to have it going tonight?
Yeah, our setters, they distribute the ball pretty well, and we couldn't do it without our back row with Reese and Tess and Avery. So I think it was very much a team effort tonight.
Seemed like the passing was really good from that back row. Yeah. Saw some, especially from Reese Lavig, just serve, receive, first touches. How big was that?
Yeah, that was huge. We're able to run our middles when our serve receive as well, so that's very important.
And what was the message from Coach Tice today with just it being senior night, and you guys really were able to put on a nice show?
Yeah, he said yesterday, let's come in today, let's focus, let's work hard and have a bunch of energy, and I think it all carried through from practice yesterday, so that was good.
How much momentum does this build moving forward now with a nice win on the home floor? You got Oak Grove coming in next.
Yeah, I hope this momentum carries through. They're a tough team, so this momentum will be good for us.
Definitely. Any other teammates or just memories you want to highlight here that you've had throughout Northern Cass volleyball here with it being second to last home game?
Yeah, just all the bus rides, all the memories we make with friends. It's something we'll always remember.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Siwick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
I've got Natalia Gietzen joining me here on our post-game show as one of our Enbridge Energy players of the night. And take me through just a 3-set victory that you're able to just put it in cruise control and have a nice win on senior night.
Yeah, senior night, such an important game for us. And everyone really did their parts. You might take the big kill away from the play, but it all starts with a pass that leads to the set. And that's when, we can get the kill. And it's just an amazing feeling for tonight.
Definitely. It looked like the passing was really a big part of this victory tonight, where whether the serve was to the front row, the back row, to the corner, it seemed like it was always getting to the setter really quickly.
Yeah, we really focus on that in practice, doing serve receive every day, because it is so easy for teams to determine the whole game out of the serving line. So just knowing that's a really big part of the game for us.
Yeah. This Northern Cass team early in the year was a lot of 5-set matches, but you were pushing some of the best teams to their fullest extent, it seems like. So how does that come into play for postseason, that you guys can play the long game, but have also developed well over this season?
Yeah, games like Carrington and Mayport, those are the games that we need to take away. We fought through that, so we know that we can, pretty much match up with any team. And we can hold our own, so yeah.
Oh, it definitely looked like it out there tonight, and it was a very balanced effort. It seemed like everyone was getting a little bit of a piece of the pie. How nice was it to see that on senior night, especially? Just a successful night pretty much all around.
Yeah, just an amazing feeling. All the juniors are really rooting for us, and they have so much confidence in us, and that just helps the team so much to know that you have so much support.
Any favorite memories for yourself with Northern Cass volleyball over the years?
There's just too many. I love playing with these girls so much. They are really my family. I'm going to miss them so much, but I have grown so much as a person with them, and there's so much I can take away.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, and
yes,
best of luck coming up against Oak Grove next.
Thank you.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. I've got Nick Tice joining me here post 3-set victory here on senior night. Brag to me a little bit about the senior squad and what they just put on tonight.
It was really fun to see them come out loose and fun. I know there were probably quite a few high emotions beforehand. A lot of oldest children, girls who have younger sisters who were, obviously sad to see their sisters about time to be done. And so I wasn't sure how we were going to start, but the way they started was unbelievable. They just took care of the ball all night. They didn't let anything rattle them. Wahpeton had some great plays, some really nice swings. We talked about their block before the match. I talked with the girls about their block, and I still think that's one of their strengths. And so we just didn't let that rattle us. We were able to come back and take the next swing. So I thought that was really good. It was just really fun to see them put it all on the floor.
Yeah, the word that I've been using for the most part throughout the night was very balanced out there. It seemed like everyone was really getting theirs when they had the opportunity. And what do you think of just the team overall performance, able to come together and everyone kind of doing their part tonight?
I thought it was really fun to see them all be in control and all on. I think we haven't had a match where we limit our errors so well and everybody can just get into a rhythm. So seeing us be able to do that right now is a good time for that to happen, and hopefully we can continue that confidence and that momentum as we finish out our season and get ready for regionals.
Yeah, I've been talking to Natalia just a moment ago, and she had mentioned the Carrington and the Mayport game early in season, pushing a couple of those good teams to 5 sets and even coming out on top. So what does it mean to be able to play that long game, but also you're playing some of your best ball now, it seems like, with this victory tonight?
It was good signs early to show us what we could become, and I think it just gave us the confidence to say, okay, we've talked since all the way back in June, hey, who we're going to be in November, what we want to be like in November, and so I think those early matches really helped us see what we could become, and now they're piecing it together more and more, and even Tuesday we talked about it was 2 very big steps forward instead of some inches, and so can we maintain that forward momentum, maintain our elevated play, because our region and our opponents are so tough. Like, the scores might not show it, but Wahpeton did a lot of great things. Every team we've played has done a lot of great things. There's no easy victories. So.
Certainly. And then Oak Grove coming in this next week. So what kind of a test does that put forward to you guys as a tune-up before this postseason gets underway?
I think it's definitely a similar look to like Valley City. Obviously, they've got some great swings and great hitters, probably their most strength on the outside. So I think what we did on Tuesday can help prepare us, and then that match will continue to get us ready. And you've seen everyone over in the East beat each other, so really every match matters, but then also how are you playing at the end, and so that's still what we're shooting for.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, and we appreciate it, and it was good to see the seniors have some fun tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
That's Nick Tice joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Time for Enbridge Player of the Match to hand out. It'll be Natalia Gietzen, who we heard from moments ago. Gietzen and Lauren Johnson stopping by on our post-game interviews. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Visit Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Hard to choose someone tonight because of how balanced it was, but really everyone came to play like we've been talking in all 3 of our post-game interviews tonight. It's really just looked the part of what Northern Cass Volleyball wants to be here tonight, and they can beat some good teams. They can really take it to some good teams with the way that they played tonight, and we'll see how that carries them on to the end of this regular season and into the Region 1 tournament. But thank you for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com tonight. Josh Boyka with you on the call, Lucy Johnson on camera this evening. And we also ask you to give some business to the wonderful sponsors that you see. Local sponsors sponsoring local sports. We appreciate them, and they're the reason we can do what we do night in and night out. Couldn't do without them. So please give them your business whenever possible. Everyone have a good night. Thank you for joining us here on your live event. We'll see you for more local sports, more end to the regular season, and tomorrow on 106.5 KRJB, the state cross country meet radio updates will be that afternoon, with the girls meet kicking off at 2 o'clock, and then the guys shortly after. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Josh Boyko signing off from Northern Cass.